First of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
57 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean,
and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Let's go. Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Cook.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion.
Again, it's Cook. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
30 left. Go, let's go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Hey, go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Thanks at 24.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Hey,
and on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Gun.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, there he goes left side.
Down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now he's loose at the 40.
And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 43 yards on the ground.
Let's go.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Easy. Read up 24. Read up 24.
ETN once more.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Hey.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give running right, ETN.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Red on red.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On red.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, Jupiter.
Etienne will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way. But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Red 23, Saints right. 11, Agate.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
13, Luke. Silver.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Travis Etienne.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the
Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Lawrence. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
11. All right, here we go. Done. 13, Lou.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down and 4. A handoff running left is Etienne.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Go, go. Go, go. 30 left. Go, go. Let's go.
Lawrence.
That is caught. They'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
209 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Here we go.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Reload. Reload.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
You know, Wilson going to change things up here.
Off the bootleg. Wilson rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground. Cook dancing away at the 35. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he works free. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Touchdown!
Jalen Virgil.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And It's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
This 2nd and 4. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11, Haggett.
Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Another toe for Etienne.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd down.
Cook up the gut. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. There's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Red on red.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.